Hey, Tio, welcome back. Today we starting our series in the system design of WhatsApp. Today we will focus on the deep dive of the message status explained. We will talk about how the message how the message status being updated from sent to delivery to delivered to read or to seen. In the if this your first time watching this video, we're creating a video series. We did create a video series that talks about how to design WhatsApp or a chat system. We established our non-functional requirements and functional requirements, and we did our capacity estimation. We did talk about the high-level design. After that, we did talk about the database design, and after that, we started our journey in the deep dive. We did talk about how we will use why we did use WebSockets instead of HTTP. Also, we did talk about how the message is being delivered, and today we will talk about how the message status being updated. So this video will be I guess it will be pretty small video. So again, you have seen it like 1,000 times, I guess, if you are using WhatsApp or something like that. Like those little message indicators, like this right for being sent, to right for being delivered, and to yellow right or green right for it's not visible here. Okay, just go back, and to yellow green light for sent for seen, sorry. So how these being updated? So how do chat apps actually track and update those status in real time? Today we are going to today we're going under the hood to show you how it's done using WebSockets. So first, let's talk about the message sent. How the message sent work. So let's say that we have user A or user 1 will send a message and it's transmitted over their WebSocket connection to the chat server handling the connection. So let's assume the user A will be connected with user 1 will be connected with server A. Okay, so user 1 will send it to server A. Server A will push the message to the message queue, this message queue for storage, to store it here in the DB. After that, server A will send acknowledgement back to user A or user 1, or to send acknowledge back to user 1, basically saying that the message have been sent. Once the client receives this acknowledgement, it updates the message status to sent. So the message only right now in the sent phase. Okay. Okay, so next we want to talk about how the delivered status being updated. So when the message is received by user B, so when the message queue is being sent and user B will pull the user B will got acknowledge that it has a new message. So when the message is received by user B, here is what happens. A user P apps acknowledged a recipient to server B. So a user 2, sorry, not user B. I missed this a lot. I guess I should add user A and user B instead of just mixing that is. So when user P's app acknowledges this recipient of the server B will forward the acknowledgement to server A. So again, when server A try to send the message, to store the message in the message DB, it will send acknowledgement to user 1. And when the server A sends the message to server B, so the server B can send it back to user 2, when that happens, server B will forward the acknowledgement to server A when user B's app acknowledged that it gets the actual message. So server A will marks the message as delivered once the message is being delivered to user A. Okay. In the message queue, it will mark it as delivered again in the message queue. and it will notifies the user 1 app in real time. So this means user user 1 will now see 2 check marks because the message right now is being delivered. If user B is offline, no delivery acknowledgement is sent at all. The message stays in the sent state until user B comes online and the flow completes. In terms of the message read, now let's talk about this one. So the flow about it. First, user 2 will open the chat. That will trigger a read acknowledgement for server B. Server B logs this in the message queue. Okay, after that, server B will forward the read status to server A. Server A sends a real-time update to the user 1 app. Okay, boom, message marked as read. That's it. In apps like WhatsApp, that's when check marks turn blue. If user B hasn't opened the app or is offline, no read status is sent. Once they reconnected and opened the message, the read status flows as expected. Okay. So again, let's try to recap. So in the sent delivery, server A will send acknowledgement and to user 1 once the message being stored in the message DB. In the delivered state, the server B and server A, so server B will send acknowledgement to server A via the message queue, and it will be stored in the message queue, and it will be notified to user 1. In the terms of the read, user B, whenever user B open this message, it will be sent to server B as acknowledgement, and it will be logged in the message queue, and server A will pull this one and it will send it back to the user 1. And that's how your favorite chat apps make message feels alive, keeping you in sync in real time, all made possible by WebSockets, queues, and some smart coordination between servers. So yeah, that's it for this video, and yeah, I hope you like it.